Hello everybody, welcome back to Cricket Card Rookies, and today we're going to be looking at my collection of Wilfred Rhodes cards. Rhodes was a legendary bowler batter for England in the early part of the 20th century, and some really famous and popular sets from the cigarette cards are featured here. I think that Rhodes' rookie is the 1901 Wills, and there's also 1902 Ogden's, and 1903 Wills, 1907 Capstan, but this is the earliest one I have of his, which is the 1908 Wills Cigarettes card. It's one of my favorite sets, and it's interesting. You can kind of see the trajectory of Rhodes' career. In 1908, it's really all about his bowling, and there's a mention that he's improved his batting. He started off as a bowler, and but what's interesting is you can watch the backs of his cricket cards go. You can see that eventually he made himself into a really important and essential all-rounder, being a bowler and then growing into a role as a batter, as an all-rounder. So this is 1908 Wills Cigarettes. This one, another set I really like, is the 1909 Wills English and Australian cricketers set. There's a couple different backs, and there's a red border and a blue border, and then there's two backs for each. I think this is the Vice Regal back for the 1909 Wills. There he is, Rhodes. And then jump ahead a little bit. This is the 1922. This is amalgamated press. There's a couple different cards that were put out by this company, and this one is the Sporting Champions version. So these would come out with the weekly magazine. You can see next week a different player. So each of these cards is coming out on a particular date, and then you see the next player sort of teased on the back, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, so this is the 1922 Sporting Champions card from Amalgamated Press. Here's a 1922 Amalgamated Press Rhodes card that came with the Boys Realm magazine, and again, you see when it came out, and then the next week another cricketer. So they both share that trait. So these came out with magazines. So that's the Boys Realm, 1922. This one is the, this is the 1924 Gallagher Cigarettes Champions card. It's an interesting artwork in color. And yeah, the British champions of 1923, and again, you can see in 1923 he's really featured as a bowler. I mean, he really made his mark and made it into the English team as a bowler from Yorkshire, which has been a place where many great English cricketers have come from, including Joe Root and Johnny Bairstow, who just finished up New Zealand in the third test. Yeah, so there's Rhodes Gallagher Cigarettes. This is the 1926 Patrio Cigarettes card. We've seen the W.G. Grace in this set. And this is interesting. See, even though he's 48 years, he's still of great service to his country. This is 1926. There's another 1926. This is the Player Cigarettes Caricatures card. And again, this one actually says that he started as a bowler and he used to go in last, batting last with the tail, and then eventually he worked his way up to opening with Hobbs. So, and playing for 25 years. So again, you see this trajectory of a bowler who was kind of just there to hold the bat at the end of the order, but eventually worked his way all the way up to opening up with Jack Hobbs. So that's 1926 players, and here's 1928 Wills Cigarettes. And, yeah, one of our most famous all-rounders. So there. there he is. So that's Wilfred Rhodes, and in the background you can see I'm sort of teasing my next video, which is going to be my Bradman collection, which is it's actually gotten a little bigger recently, and so I've got some interesting cards to show off with that, and I hope you join me. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.